We have had so much fun this week sharing all the many creative ways to decorate eggs for Easter. And there are many ways. We've loved sharing the creative interpretations and the ways to artfully approach that blank circular canvas of the simple, humble egg. And we're finishing on something really fun. That is dipping into decoupage for our last technique of this week-long series. You can go bold or you can keep it subtle, choosing flowing florals or dainty dots. My first guest this morning says if there is a print you can find on a fabric, you can add it to your Easter eggs. Emily Price is here to share a few fun ideas on how printed materials and Mod Podge can take our eggs to the next level. How are you, sister? Thanks for being here.
Good, thanks for having me.
These are amazing. These
Thank
look
you.
professionally done.
Well, thank you.
I mean it. So you decoupage the eggs with what?
So I use either napkins or fabric, or you could use tissue paper, any really thin medium.
Okay, so I think we've long celebrated the variety of fabric. Like there's so many beautiful
Yes,
patterns.
yes.
Do you find similarly there's pretty patterns with like napkins and linens?
Yes, I find there's so many, and honestly, like you could do anything and it will make it really cute, like any type of napkin.
Can we start with napkins? Show us how you did that.
Okay, so you'll just get a regular napkin.
Oh yeah, those are cute.
And you'll wanna you'll see that they're plied together, and so you wanna just get the thin, like as thin as you can.
I mean, we know our toilet paper is double plied, but I didn't know the napkins were too.
Yes.
But you're going for the very thinnest layer.
Yes, and if you can't get it, it's totally okay.
Okay.
But, so for the ones with just like a solid pattern, like the checkered, I like to cut it into small squares.
Okay.
And that makes it so that you can lay it really nice and flat on the egg and not get a ton of crinkles. Mm-hmm. And then if you have like a big floral pattern, you can just cut out whatever floral design you want.
Okay.
And so I just take my Mod Podge. This is just regular Mod Podge.
Now, are these the eggs that I just learned about yesterday? Yes, these are the Diam eggs from Walmart?
Yes, they're just fake eggs. I love them.
You didn't have to cook, boil, nothing.
No,
They're just ready to go.
and they just last.
And they're cheaper than real eggs. We were
Yes.
we were commenting yesterday. Okay.
So then I just take my Mod Podge and like I do it thin, and you can see I'm like spreading it all over even though I've already hit that.
Uh-huh.
And then you just put your little tissue on it.
Doesn't matter because it dries clear, as we know.
Yes, and then you can just, I kind of tap it on there.
Fun.
To get it down.
Fun.
And you'll see there's a little bit of wrinkling, but you can just, once you've like spread it, I just take the tip of my brush and keep going over it.
And kind of work it.
Yeah.
How do you adjust for the seams, or do you just embrace the seams?
I just embrace the seams.
Okay.
Because once it's dried, like yeah, it's not the exact gingham pattern, but it's still.
But it's amazing how a pattern as intricate and detailed as this, you're right, the seams kind of disappear.
Yeah.
Like you don't really notice. It's
And then
all...
you don't get all like the wrinkles and like if you do the entire thing. That's why I like kind of like the little squares, so you're not getting as many wrinkles.
Yeah. Okay, so napkins.
Yes.
One application.
Yeah, and then so here's just the one, this thing.
Uh-huh.
And you can just put that one on, and it's just as cute. You don't need to cover the whole egg. You can just do one.
It can be a statement.
Yes.
A little decal, if you will.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and then the same thing goes for the fabric.
Okay.
So I started this one already, but I just cut it into small squares. Mm-hmm. And I like to use really thin fabric, but you can honestly use any thickness.
But it holds, it adheres?
Yes, so I'm just doing the exact same thing, where you just put that on and lay the fabric on.
Look at that.
And you wanna just make sure to go over it, and you will get some like, just the edges kind of fray a little bit, but you can just cover them up.
Just embrace that.
Yes.
Do you need more product? Do you need more Mod Podge for the heavier? I mean, it's still lightweight, but it's heavier than the napkin.
Yeah, you don't even need any more of the
No
same.
more.
You
Okay.
just like keep applying it.
So
and
dry
then-
time is quick.
Yeah, dry time's quick.
Okay.
And you can just keep going over it, and you have
Emily,
all these eggs.
this
that
is
are
fantastic.
So cute.
All right, napkins or fabric, a bottle of Mod Podge, and you have yourself a designer bowl, I'll call it, because I really do love the collection of the different colors and patterns. Like it's whimsy, right?
Yes, and it's nice because all that fabric was like fabric scraps that were literally this size, and I'm like, what am I ever gonna do with these?
Right.
I'm not a quilter, so it made sense to save all the cute fabric.
You're not a quilter, so why do you have so much fabric?
I don't know. I sew a lot of dresses and
that's
kids'
true.
clothes.
You do, you do. In fact, where can we see more of your creative ideas?
You can see me on Instagram. It's EMB Price, MB Price.
MB Price. She shares such fantastic projects, and yes, even some sewing projects too. So we'll be sure and link you over from our website.